Another season of Survivor and another review by my mother and I.
Reluctantly.
Oh my god, here she goes again. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you hit subscribe down below and like this video.
Please.
What do we think of Survivor Ghost Island?
I was on tenterhooks because Dom was dominating and I did not want him to win at all. And what I can't believe is the one girl, I forget her name, who went and told him about the blind side. Why was that going to advance her game?
Angela.
What is she, stupid? When she did that, I was screaming. So I was just happy that Wendell was such a fierce competitor, and he was so cool. He was cool as a cucumber. He was calm. He was even. Laurel, thank God she voted for him, which I didn't know if she was going to or not. I thought it was a toss-up because she was very aligned with Dom as well. I was shocked and happy.
Well, we had our first ever tie.
Oh yeah, that was exciting.
That was crazy, right? Jeff would have never read the votes right then and there if it wasn't a tie.
Yeah. So what'd you think of Survivor?
I'm very happy with the winner. Like, this is my favorite winner in a while, for sure. What? Why you make that face?
I did not like Dom. He was slick.
I didn't like Dom either. It's nothing against him personally, but it is personal. So
no, he's a poker player. He's manipulative. That was his game. He knew how to read people, and he was manipulative. I just didn't like him.
Yeah, I personally don't like when somebody steamrolls a season. I think it makes for a very boring season. For example, like Derek and Big Brother 16. The season felt a little predictable, but the shock for me was that Dom didn't win. I'm so happy he didn't win because I like Wendell way better. I think he's genuine. I think he's just a very good
competitor.
Yeah, a very good competitor, and he's a great representation of a strong black male. A lot of people in mid-America watch Survivor, so to see somebody like Wendell succeed like that, I think is important.
I agree.
He's rewriting the narrative. Wendell winning really brought out a lot of the racists online. I saw a lot of comments being like, oh, well, of course
really?
you let Laurel, his girlfriend, decide when they never were romantic ever. How is it unfair to let the person who got 0 votes, naturally, if it was a final 2, it's the same situation. It's as if there was nine jurors. It makes sense to let her cast the deciding vote.
I agree.
From the editing, I really thought Dom was gonna win.
I did too.
He totally had the winner's edit, so that made me happy that Wendell actually won, and it was a surprise, because we love surprises, and I felt like that was pretty much the only surprise this season, except for the Morgan blindside.
But he's the only one of the final 5 who had a big personality.
And Wendell is very handsome, we may add. Wendell.
Very handsome.
We think he looks like Childish Gambino.
Yes, he does.
It matters, because there was finally hot guys on this season, okay?
There was that other cute guy too.
Michael, the 18-year-old.
Oh yeah. 18 who looks 25.
He had a good underdog story. He was really annoying in the final episode because he was like pushing for Dom hard. But
yeah,
throughout the season, I loved him.
Yeah, he played a good game, and that other guy was cute too.
The blonde guy?
No. I'm sorry. No.
I think he was
the
cute.
other dark-haired guy.
Dark-haired guy, the nerdy one, Bradley, who was like, I run this island.
I don't remember. On to the next one.
Okay, well, let's talk about who we liked. So we liked Donathan. Donathan, you know, he had a good story. I think he's a good representation, like, for kids out there, like, closeted kids, out kids, living in those kind of very southern, rural, closed-minded areas.
Imagine how strong he must be to just be who he is in that kind of environment. That's tough.
I know. We love you, Donathan.
That's tough. And he takes care, his full-time job is taking care of his mother?
That is what it is.
He needs to get out of the house.
Oh. Well, I will say, I do think we will be seeing Donathan on Survivor again.
Only one who stood up against Dom.
Yeah, everybody wanted to stand up against Dom a week too late. Every time when they did it. Well, Des was the wokest queen of the season. First
I loved her too.
Des, yeah, we love Des. Des knew that they had to go. And she warned all of them. She said, we need to flip it on Dom, Wendell, and Kellen.
I know. I didn't like Kellen's
Oh
kid.
my
I have
God.
to go back to, what's
Wait.
her name, Angela?
Yeah.
I actively dislike her.
Really?
Well, for what she did, she was so stupid. That was one of the dumbest moves in Survivor history.
They're all so dumb though. Like Laurel did the same thing. Laurel had shot after shot after shot at them.
I know. Laurel was passive. She was.
I don't think
she
Laurel's-
was a follower.
Yeah.
And that's why I did not want Laurel to win.
Angela was a boss bitch eating those slugs though.
That she was.
This is for Angela, honey. She gets a fan. She downed those like it was a hot dog eating contest. She's a tough woman. I actually pretty much like almost the entire whole cast, personally. But most of their
I
games
agree.
were trash.
Well, hers, I mean, literally, when she told Dom, I thought, all right, can you be this stupid?
Oh my
Let's just
God.
talk about Jeff Probst for a minute. He is brilliant as a host.
Absolutely.
He's completely brilliant, and he hasn't lost any of his enthusiasm. But everything that comes out of his mouth is just engaged and smart. So,
We stand
good for you, Jeff Probst.
you, Probst. Yes. We could
I
work
would like
on.
to replace him.
I know, Blood vs. Water 3, hey.
No, I can't swim.
We can figure that out. My other favorite was a pre-jury robbed goddess who must be coming back for Second Chance 2,
Who?
Stephanie.
I forget her.
Stephanie, I absolutely loved you. You're a queen and I know you're gonna slay Second Chance 2. You are the robbed goddess of the season. Des, thank you for not
She
being
tried.
a follower. You were the only one who was
That's
woke
true.
on time. If everybody had listened to Des when they should have, the season would have been completely different. Everyone else always was 1 week too late.
That's true.
Laura, I still love your personality, and I do think you played a good game to make it to the end. You just didn't play a good game to win.
And she was a good physical competitor.
The last 2 people I do want to shout out are Brendan and Libby. They're both really hot. This cast was hot. I'm sorry.
don't
Put me
either.
on the island.
Is Libby the blonde?
Brendan's like that hot poppy, and he got robbed.
Poppy.
And Libby was that little devious blonde who, remember Morgan was like, don't trust the blonde girl.
Oh, yeah.
And she like dodged a few bullets. I was sad she went home. The thing that I would change the most about this season is the editing was so lopsided. Like for example, Chelsea was completely robbed of an edit. She got 8th place and got 4 confessionals the entire season out of 12 episodes.
How can you remember all these people? I can't remember them.
We barely got to see Chelsea's personality at all, but there were like secret scenes released online, and she was a very strategic thinker. She's gorgeous, she's strong, she won immunities. She like came up with many of the plans of the vote. Like she also waited too long to strike on Dom and Wendell, but she deserved a better edit than she got. Another one of my favorites was Sebastian Stoner Faces at Tribal, the one who was always like stoned. What do we think overall?
I told you, I liked it. It was better than last season.
Much better than last
Yeah,
season.
last season, I was going to quit Survivor.
And now,
I'm back.
she's back on
I'm
it, folks. There's actually 2 couples from the show. Can you guess who they are?
2 couples?
Yes.
Well, since I can't remember any of their names, no.
Okay, let's see. So the first couple is Jenna, who we didn't talk about, but she cute, and Sebastian.
Yeah, okay.
What do we think?
They look like they belong together. They're gonna hang out on a beach.
Bradley and Kellen.
Really? I barely remember him.
He was the one who was like, I'm just like so awesome, and I'm like so awesome at this game. I was like, boo boo, it's week 3. Like, why are you talking so big? He was like, I'm running the show. It was so tragic.
We're done.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
She's so over it. Make sure you hit subscribe down below and find me on social media at DashCats on Instagram and Twitter, and The DashCats on Facebook.
If you didn't know, you're supposed to like this video. I don't know who doesn't know that. And if you don't know, could you please subscribe, because he looks at the subscription count and you're going to make him happy.
And we love you all. Mwah.